Every county in Kentucky has its own personality and unique history. To learn more about Shelby County and what makes it special, we're visiting the Kentucky Historical Society. So to answer all of our questions about Shelby County, we have Kentucky Historical Society's Registrar, Hannah Monken. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I keep hearing something about Science Hill Academy when I talk about Shelby County to some folks. Tell me about that.
Right, so the Science Hill Female Academy, more commonly known as Science Hill, was founded all the way back in 1825 by Julia Tevis. It was one of the first female Protestant schools founded west of the Allegheny Mountains, and students from all over the country came to attend. And the name is based off of Julia's belief that young women of the time were just as capable as young men of learning about the natural sciences. So they would learn the ornamentals common like painting and piano, but they'd also study subjects like chemistry, algebra, and geology.
That's amazing to see that these ladies were ahead of their time. They're already thinking about women empowerment and being just as good as the guys, so I love that.
Yeah.
Does KHS have any collections related to them?
Right, so the school operated for 114 years. It closed in 1939, so we have a whole lot of material from that rich legacy. We have a couple of dresses worn by students who attended formal events. We have a program from the late 1800s, and we also have a class photo of one of the final classes in 1937. We also have this portrait here on exhibit of Frances Beecham. She was an alumnus of the school in the late 1800s. She was really important in the formation of over 300 chapters of the Women's Christian Temperance Union. She also was really important advocate for prison reform and women's rights in the state of Kentucky.
Wow, so I know if anybody's thinking like me, they're wondering if they can visit the site. What will people see today if they go there?
Right, so the site is actually a National Historic Site. You can go and check out the Wakefield Scarce Galleries, which specialize in fine English antiques. You can also eat a meal at the Red Lion. And while you're there, make sure to look out for any original window panes in which the girls etch their names into the glass.
Now this is Kentucky, so let's talk about agriculture. What industries have been significant to Shelbyville?
Right, so a lot of people may know Shelbyville as the American saddlebred capital of the world. It has a couple of stops on the Bourbon Trail, but the community really became an agricultural hub after the Civil War, known for products like corn, tobacco, and beef.
Oh, okay. So what collections do you all have here significant to agriculture in Shelbyville?
Right. So we have a collection here that's maybe not the first thing that comes to mind when you think about agriculture. S.H. Snyder worked with his father on a farm outside of Shelbyville. They grew tobacco. Snyder continued on the family tradition. He was known for growing burley tobacco. He was so successful, he won multiple awards at the state fair in the 1950s and 60s. But instead of being awarded the stereotypical blue ribbon, he was given things like a silver cigarette lighter, an ice bucket, and a soup tureen. And we host those and his other trophies here at KHS.
That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Last question, which groundbreaking governor has ties to Shelbyville?
Right, so Martha Lane Collins was the first and so far only female governor of the state of Kentucky. She was born in Shelby County, and her family later moved to Shelbyville while she was still a young age, so she attended school there, and now the high school is named in her honor. So while Science Hill Academy predates her, she was, however, named the Shelby County Tobacco Queen of 1954.
We visited some cool places and even had a chance to learn about Shelby County's history. Stay tuned to see what's happening next on our Hometown Proud show.
Coming up after the break, we're going to check back in with Naila.